Hi friends, my name is Anna Helman. Today I have a punch trick I want to share with you that you've probably never seen before. We are going to make an amazing card design with an easy punch trick that I am so excited to share. Before we start with that, who loves a giveaway? I know we all do. I do giveaway on every week in my new video that I release. And this week's giveaway is going to be this beautiful paper you see in the background here. It's called Scenic Coast. All you have to do to get entered is comment below. I give it 1 week and then we comment and let the winner know who the winner was in the comments. So we also share that in my weekly email update. If you want to get that, the link below is included so you can sign up for that as well. Now let's get started with this handy punch trick. This is the set we are going to be using for this. I know I think about using these things seasonally, but what I love about leaves and trees is we can use them all year long. They are amazing for cards for men. They're amazing for sympathy and thinking of you cards. There's so many ways to use these sets. I am going to start by placing, this is my card base. You'll see it here opened up in just a minute. But we are going to put the leaf stamp that we're going to use right on here. And I am going to stamp several different times. So I want to put this right about here, down here in the lower corner of the card. So I'm putting this on my stamping positioning tool for a reason. And you will see what that reason is here in a moment. So I am going to stamp right here on the front of my card. Honestly, this one doesn't really matter because we are going to punch this out and not use it. And you'll see why. You'll see what's happening here in a moment. But you may want to plan that so that you can punch it out and then use it in a different spot. Actually, we may do that. But this is the front. Now, I decided to make this card open the long ways. So to do this, it needs to be cut 4.5 wide, scored at 5.5. I like to switch this up. I thought with this design in particular that would look really nice if I had it open this direction. Now, let's make sure my magnets are out of the way and we will ink this up. Do that again right here on the inside of the card. So the benefit of this with the stamp positioning tool is we know that that is stamped in exactly the same place on both of them. Now with this one right here, I am going to add an extra little detail. This is my little detail stamp. I used Mossy Meadow ink. I was using Pecan Pie for the first one. And just for fun, we are going to stamp a third piece, and you're going to see why in a moment. You're like, well, what are we doing with all of this, Anna? We will visit that in just a moment. You will see what is happening. So I am going to stamp one more time, and it doesn't really matter if I ink this up, or I could just use the ink that was already on there. All I need is general placement of where this is going to be. And we could take this off. And here is where the magic starts to happen. So let's see what we are going to do with these pieces. Now let's look at the card base first. Let's start here and you'll start to see what we are doing. So first, I'm just going to line up my stamp over the punch, my punch over the stamp, I should say, probably, and punch that out. So what you see is we ended up with the leaf showing right through the hole in the front of the card. Pretty cool trick, right? So now what we want to do is we're going to step this up a little bit. And what are we going to do with this piece? Well, first we are going to punch that out. Now we are going to emboss this. And I think this is going to add such a beautiful touch to this card. So I'll bring my machine in here. Let's get this embossed. So this is going to make a beautiful overlay for the front of our card. And then I have some other details we're going to add as well. So here we have that embossed piece. The leaf is cut out. Let's overlay this right here on top. And the way it is right now, this piece is exactly the same size as the card. I could use it this way, but what I'm going to do to create the look of layers, because we do have layers, is I am going to cut a 1/4 inch off of each side. And you may be wondering, well, why didn't I just start with a smaller piece of paper? Well, to get that exact same placement of the leaf on this piece as I had on the card itself, I had to start with the same size. So if you want to do this, you just have to do your trimming afterwards to make this piece the size that you want it to be. So let's go ahead and place this on top. We could pop this up. Because my paper got a little bit wavy, sometimes this happens with embossing. I am going to attach it directly to the card, and I'm going to use plenty of adhesive that's also getting stuck to my fingers. Does that ever happen to you? Never. I bet that never happens to you. So we'll place this right over top. Try to make sure it looks correct with the border around with my card as well. And look what we have coming together here. We have this beautiful embossing on the front. We have the hole cut out in the middle and that leaf right there on the inside that peeks through. Now I did make some extra decorations. Let's take a look at what else we have. So we have the 2 leaves we just punched out together, and I have these 2 right here. So I want to punch these out, and we'll have an assortment of leaves and colors that we can choose from. Now this one, do you ever stamp on a piece of paper and you don't have quite enough to hold on to it and slide it into your punch? Here's a trick. If you haven't seen this before, I didn't get any of the sticky that first time. So you got to make sure you have some of the sticky from a Post-it note. Stick it right on there, and you can hold the Post-it note and guide the paper where it needs to be to get it punched out. So now we have several leaves. Let's decide where we want to put these. I also have a greeting tag we will add here, and I decided not to cut it down. I wanted to see how the design was looking before I decided what to do with it. So we have these leaves that we can arrange in all different ways. We could do a cluster like this. I think we'll do something like that. And then the greeting tag I may have come in from this side. So I will attach these 2 directly to the card. Here you can see I had stamped on that one before I started, and it didn't stamp quite right. So I flipped the paper over and tried again. You are not the only one these things happen to, my friend. This one, let's pop up. And I do want to use one of my absolute favorite products, one of my absolute favorite inexpensive products. I must add linen thread. It coordinates with everything. And I just love it. It's small, it's delicate. You can add this to just about anything. And it just adds a nice little detail that, like I said, it coordinates with basically everything. And I'm just going to make a little bit of messy thread. Let's see how that looks. We are going to go with that. Let's cut that off, and we'll add the leaf on top. And we'll get our greeting added as well. So I hope this gives you an idea of a really great way to use your punches in a fun new way you may not have tried before. There's so many different ways to use punches and dies, and I should have mentioned this sooner, but you could do this exact same thing with your dies in your collection. Not just punches, it works with dies as well. Add this right here. And does it, okay, let's finish her off. Let's do the job right. We love embellishments, right? Let's add a couple of these little dots that coordinate perfectly because of our coordinating colors, which I absolutely love. And let's take a look at the finished product. Here we go with that inside, with that stamped image popping through. Make sure you comment to get entered to win that beautiful paper pack. Thought I'd take a minute and just talk about life this time of year. I haven't been doing my chats at the end of a lot of my videos anymore. We may get back to it. I never know what I'm doing tomorrow. Does anybody know how I feel? Anyway, this time of year is busy. I know I get messages from a lot of you. You know that we're busy. I have a big garden. I preserve a lot of our food for the year. I've gotten into like new ways of gardening, no-till methods. I don't till the soil. I have the whole garden covered with either compost or straw, which saves a ton of time weeding. So I'm loving that. And that's something that I think could help a lot of people who want to start doing more, but like you don't have all the time to do all the weeding. Preserving the food, there's lots of ways to preserve food besides canning that save time and energy. So I've been learning lots about that. And it's 4-H season. The little stamping helper that hasn't been here a whole lot for a while has, I'm not sure, let's say 8 animals going to the fair and lots of static projects like cooking and sewing and scrapbooking and gardening and floriculture and beekeeping, and the list carries on. But anyway, I do a lot of my work for my business in the spring before school is out so that when summer comes, we can farm and garden and 4-H and parent and do these things. But I appreciate you watching along with my videos. I really appreciate all the encouragement you send to me. My thoughts are always with you. I pray for all you, even though I haven't met a lot of you. I really appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here. And comment and let me know what you want to see in my upcoming videos. Have a wonderful day. I hope you'll be back again next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love.